Hi, everyone. About a minute on the 6 disciplines needed to understand how electric grids work. Let me be clear. These ideas are not mine. They came from Reiner Kuhr, who identifies himself as an energy technology economist. He was on the Power Hungry podcast a few days ago. And when he was on the podcast, we talked about why there's so much ignorance about electricity and electric grids. And he laid out these 6 points, which I thought were really good. I want to read them very quickly. The 6 issues are policy and regulations, environmental issues, economic analysis, grid operations and power markets, project implementation, and then finally power technology. So briefly, those 6 issues all figure into how electric grids work or are supposed to work. And the first one, of course, is where we spend almost all the time, and this is where all the money is spent, is on policy and regulation. But policy and regulation affect all the other issues, so that includes environmental issues, which, of course, are what are the constraints on the system? Where can you put the stuff? In other words, as Lee Cordner says, where are you going to put it? How are you going to connect it? And how are you going to pay for it? Which leads to the next point, which is economic analysis. And that is, of course, who will pay. And then grid operation and power markets. This is critical. Who's going to run the system? Is it going to be an RTO? Is it going to be a state-regulated entity? But having grid operations and having people who know how to keep the lights on, that's critical. And then the final 2 points, project implementation. Who's going to build this stuff and maintain it? And finally, power technology. What are the new ideas, the new things that are going to be added to the grid? How do they work? How well do they work? All of those factors, all 6 of those figure into proper grid understanding and what Reiner calls energy technology economics. Enough on that. Click the link in my bio for more about me. Like, share, follow for more energy and power content. Thanks a lot. See ya.